Cheap way of doing Christmas music.
It's the most wonderful night time, but time of the year.
Okay, my dear friends, I think we're on the clock. So let's start our live podcast. And I will keep this little nice screen. So I have a new placement on my camera, so I'm trying to know where to look if I'm looking weird. But yeah, so we work with data. Our Swedish podcast are doing an English episode today for the festive tech calendar. And for those of you who haven't visited the festive tech calendar website, you should do it, and you should donate to this year's cause, which is the Raspberry Pi Foundation. I actually donated, I'm not going to say how much because I don't want to sound cheap, but I donated last week for the foundation and this year's festive tech calendar. So go check it out. But now I'm going to stop sharing my lovely intro screen and let's get cracking. Hello, boys.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
For our new listeners, who are you? Can you give everyone a little introduction?
So my name is Ola Ström. I'm a Swedish MVP within Windows 365 and Windows on devices, and I work with computers. That's what I do. I live a little bit 2 hours north of Stockholm, and I work with these two people, not only in the podcast. Simon, who are you?
Yeah, I'm Simon, King of the North, Ågren. Never really understood how to pronounce my last name so people understand it, but doesn't matter too much. I live up north in Umeå, it's called, up north in Sweden. So, amongst the polar bears and the snow and everything. And I work with these guys, and I'm an MVP within security nowadays, which is mostly, I would say, the purview features and secure collaboration. So I'm doing a lot of M365 stuff as well, primarily that, but also, how it all ties into that. Work all over the place regarding Microsoft 365, and I like to think about how everything is connected inside of the landscape, so to say. So I don't like to isolate and work on just specific things. I like to create a nice garden, as Amanda used to say. Yeah.
I like that analogy. And how many hours is it to Stockholm with car? Ola said so. Now I'm curious.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 7 hours or so, depending on how fast you drive. But with a electric car, you kind of want to reserve some energy and not charge all the time. So I think last time it took 7.5 hours or so with like 2 breaks. I needed to take an additional break because I almost fell asleep when I was close to Stockholm.
No.
So I needed to get into McDonald's and get a coffee on, for the last stretch. But Ola, you live quite near Stockholm.
Yeah.
In a way.
In a way. I used to be
From
the
my
most northern.
perspective.
Yeah, from your perspective. But Amanda, who are you? The people who doesn't know you.
So hi, my name is Amanda Stanner, and I'm an MVP within, I was going to say Office Apps and Services, but it's Microsoft 365 Apps and Services. So Simon, I'm always so confused with you being in another category, because I always feel like we should be in the same category, because we do pretty similar things. Besides, you are much better at security and like on a higher level, and I like to do the Microsoft 365 things on a user level, more like details down, and but in the same sphere. And now I'm thinking like maybe would it be possible to get like an AI thing as well? I don't think so, but it's
There is
it
an
could
AI
be.
category.
I
I
know.
was close to going there actually, in conjunction with having the dev, because I did a lot of like, when you did things manually, when you created bots and with code and things like that. So what I don't even recall what they're called. The services in Azure. What are they called?
I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
The AI
Bot
services.
I don't know. Yeah. For today's episode in English, we said that we're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions from a work perspective. So maybe we can talk a little bit about AI soon. But first, we wanted to explain the name. And when we talked about the name for the pod, it's been a lot of discussions internally in our group where the name derives from, and from like the direct translation of the name Vi jobbar med data is we work with data, and as you heard, neither me, Ola, or Simon actually works with data because we work on our computers, but not with actual data. But so I thought it was from a movie, Swedish movie. I wanted to show you a clip, but turns out that the clip wasn't funny in English. So I won't show that. And Ola, you said that.
Yeah, I think it's a dialect thing in Sweden too, at least for an older generation that doesn't know the difference between computers and data, because computer in Swedish is dator and data in Swedish is data. So that got mixed up to being just data. And I recall
kind of slang-ish.
Yeah, slang, or just lack of better knowledge, or just like not understanding
things together.
In
a way.
It's IT. It's that new thing that the kids are doing, that kind of thing. And I recall that phrase was used when I was a kid because we worked with our. You maybe didn't really say computer. You just stick with a short one that I'm going to sit by. By the data, which is short for computer, which doesn't make sense if you think about it. And I think that kind of where it comes from. But I really like the clip is really funny in Swedish because it's kind of like it symbolized that small town lack of understanding for what IT is from like 2005, or when was it from? The movie that we found.
Yeah, 2004, I think. So it's
And I
20
mean,
years.
we enjoy. I mean, we like to have fun around it, but I mean, we enjoy that there's a lot of different dialects in Sweden as well. So it's we don't do it perfectly, but it's fun to kind of like dabble with trying to sound in the other dialects, and it's in a way it's more fun that way.
Yeah, but it is a nice term, and I mean I use it for relatives because they don't understand what I'm doing anyway, so it's easier just to say like that or like I work with IT but not printers, because that's like the first thing people want to go to, like lean towards.
I was gonna say that. Isn't that like the similar thing that, okay, so you work within IT, could you fix my printer? Could you fix my Wi-Fi or something like that? I'm like, no.
I work with everything except Wi-Fi routers and home printers.
I usually say, you heard me say that a couple of times, that I say I'm the least technical person. I don't know anything about like hardware and things in the computers, and we have a lot of coworkers that they really enjoy knowing things about different graphic cards and things like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I work with devices and I've stopped caring about those things because for me that doesn't really matter. I need a computer to do my work, and and like the customers I'm working with, they need a computer to work with. They don't need a computer with this and this and this and this. They need a working computer, and that's the important part.
Their means to an end, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I have stickers saying I hate computers, because I get so frustrated with computers sometimes. Like there's driver issues, there's stuff that fails, and yeah, it should just work. I don't like computers.
Those stupid computers. Yeah, last week I did a presentation for our company that we worked for. They bought a new company, and I was there for a few of them doing a presentation. And apparently, I never restart my computer. So, like 30 seconds in my 1 hour presentation, I get this prompt saying, "You have to restart your computer within 5 minutes." Because you have system update that you need to do. And I was like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Standing here for new colleagues, I need to like look a little bit sharp. So I tried to click like wait 5 minutes for 2 times, and then I had to restart my computer in the middle of the presentation.
But you are like the typical end user who postpone things way too many times, and
Hitting that
that's why.
snooze button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the company I used to work for, we actually got a policy approved that we could enforce restarts every Friday, like at 4 o'clock or something like that. So no matter what you did, we will restart your computer with like a 5-minute notice. Because people, if you don't restart, the updates doesn't apply usually. So it's a pretty good idea to restart your computer at least once a month.
I don't know why I don't do it. It's just like I used to have computers that were so slow, but now it's not an issue. It takes like 30 seconds to restart. But
Yeah.
anyways, every night I'm like hibernate.
Yeah, but
I think it's kind of like an association to maybe, it might be, not for everyone, but it might be like an association to when nothing was, stuck in the memory. So like all your tabs went away, and Amanda, she never has any tabs open, right?
No, and it took, and when you got into the office in the morning, you started your computer, went for a coffee, drank that coffee, came back, and it was still not done booting. So yeah,
Yeah.
but Amanda, you should restart your computer like every second Wednesday each month, because that's after Patch Tuesday. And Patch Tuesday needs a restart. So Wednesday or Thursday is like the second week each month.
Can you recap that? What?
Patch Tuesday is a thing in the Microsoft world. Patch Tuesday is always the second Tuesday every month. That's when Microsoft releases all the patches, all the updates, not feature updates, but like quality updates, so patching for computers and for servers. But since we are using computers, not servers, the patch will be downloaded and hopefully installed, depending on if your company has other policies, then it would be other days. But from a general perspective, so the day after you've installed the patch would be the second Wednesday every month. Could be a good day to restart your computer, because then you will have a pending restart.
Then you would have a super healthy data, right?
Yes, then you would have very healthy data afterwards.
Okay, I think that I will start doing that. So I said that we were going to talk about our work New Year's resolutions. I'm going to write it down. So number 1 resolution, this next year I promise to restart my computer at least once a month, preferably a Wednesday.
Yeah, or maybe the Friday after, because then you can just like close it down, like update and turn off, and then just leave it until Monday. And not to trash talk Surface devices, but we're all running Microsoft Surface devices. I've learned by using them for quite many years now that those need a restart every now and then to actually work better. Which is kind of weird. It maybe goes for other brands as well, but I mean, I've been really loyal to the Surface brand for quite some time now, and the restart does wonders to the computer, to be honest.
Oh,
Which
I
is
didn't
strange.
know.
It's really strange. It's not like it's not doing bad without the restart, but I've seen improvements when you actually do a restart, like every second day or something like that, which is really strange. But it's that's my learning. So I live by that
Memory
right now.
leaks, memory leaks.
Maybe I don't know hardware. I don't know hardware.
Okay, so that's my first resolution. So tell me one of your resolutions. So I have to think about what more said. I've been thinking a lot here. So by that I need to pause my thinking. Ola, can you share what share any of your work resolutions?
Absolutely. Mine are not like that IT related, maybe, because it could be at least. But the number one thing I realized, I'm taking part in the leadership program right now, and we talk a lot about reflection. And I used to do that back in the days, like every week I set aside time for reflection, and I want to get back into doing that because that's quite valuable for me, at least, to think, what did I do the last week? What did I learn? And things like that. And I haven't done that for like 5 years now. And I felt that when we did it during the leadership training, that was really good. And I need to start adding that into my calendar and get back into taking maybe like 30 minutes to an hour each week to just write down stuff in my OneNote or Loop or wherever I would put it, to just reflect on what happened the last week and gather my thoughts a little bit before checking out for the weekend. My head works a lot better when I do that, so I think that's the number one reason for it.
Yeah, we talked about it the other day. I mean,
Yeah.
the brain tends to wanna remember and keep top of mind, things that we think are important. So depending on how digital you want to be, or reflection, daily reflections, or if you're like me, who shouldn't probably have the phone next to my bed, because I'm always the Taylor's son, and get 400 notifications during the night and everything. So probably just keeping like a notepad or something that would also make sense to just get my thoughts down. It's easier to sleep and easier to wind down, I think, in general. So yeah.
Yeah. Would it be like, I'm like starting, should I start doing this? Because I mean I sometimes feel like I'm more of like a forward going person, which it might be good to look backwards. That backwards, like not in a negative way, but that sounded negative. But you get my point.
No, but my idea is just to basically just like write down, okay, what did I do this week? How did I feel and what did I learn? Basically that, not writing down stuff I need to remember for next week, but just like thinking back, what did I actually do and how did that feel? So more on like a soft skill level rather than, okay, I need to remember this, and this is a really good idea. And doing that brain dump is also very good. I should probably start doing that as well. Not to, like you said, Simon, not to keep too many things in your head at once. But yeah, my first step is the reflection thing, because for me that's really valuable.
But I think that, I mean, you can answer on your own, but I think that, like you said, Amanda, that maybe you don't need to like look back as much, but by doing reflections and thinking about what you're doing is more of a way to keep present. Because one of the things that is not healthy for us as human beings is to focus on anything in the past or anything in the future, because that's hindering us to worry about things that happen in the past or happen in the future. You could always prepare, you can always plan, but I think that the majority of us people need to learn to be more present and like here right now, what we can control. So I think that any strategies that helps with that can be beneficial. I'm not saying you shouldn't plan ahead of time, but I think that it's a saying like the tomorrow's troubles doesn't doesn't go away because you worry. It just takes away today's peace or something like that. Yeah.
That is a good motto. Do you say that in English? That sounded super Swedish. I don't know, but a good mantra. Yeah. Sometimes I say to you, Lucy, that like don't overthink things. Now you're creating problems that haven't even like they're not even problems yet. Like if it comes a problem, then we will fix it then. We don't have to sit and think about everything that could go wrong. And but of course some people are more thinking in that way. But that's a nice resolution. Ola, do you think that you will try to incorporate in your personal life as well, or is it like work focused only in the start?
Initially, it will probably be just work focused because that's where I feel right now it makes most sense to me, at least. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna explore it a little bit more and do it as personal development. To learn.
I
new
mean,
things
you could
about
even
myself.
get those kind of like books or apps, or I mean, you could do larger reflections. But I also think that, you know, as I said, I'm not going to make this about me, but like I think I would need to practice gratitude a bit more, because, you know, always striving to go somewhere, always like I don't want to, but I do compare myself to others. You know, I think we all do sometimes, and be more thankful of what you got right here, right now. And, you know, okay, I get another day, or I have my kids, or something like that. Yeah, just a thought. Just a thought.
Now we're on like a very deep level. I'm feeling that my work resolutions, they feel more like super tangible. But Simon, do you want to share any of your work resolutions?
Yeah, I mean, mine are not as funny and weird as usually, I would say. I actually, because, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, enabling hybrid work and letting people work, you know, wherever they are and at home, etc. And I mean, I really enjoy, because I focused a lot on my training and my workouts, you know, doing the golf long drive stuff, etc., etc. So I've kind of like been time crunched sometimes. So I've been enjoying doing that from home and just getting away with doing that. But I think I need to try to be like 2 days a week at the office, because I don't work a lot with them, but I really enjoy spending time there out of social perspective. They are like nice, easygoing people, Northerners, and I think that would be good for me to do that more often. Like in the bigger picture, in the long run, I think it would be beneficial for me. And also, I want to finish some blog drafts. I have so many, and I haven't been blogging for quite some time. So getting that going. I have a lot in the pipeline, but never really, you know, finished them. So
Yeah, I looked at your blog yesterday because I was going to publish a blog post myself, and I remembered that you have nice table of contents at your blog. And then I saw it was in March, the latest time that you published something. Yeah. And I know that you have like lots of ideas and write a lot. So is it like what's stopping you? Is it the little perfectionist devil sitting on your shoulder, or?
I think that, you know, I talk a lot about like the process and being like discipline of doing stuff, because I think that, you know, motivation is fleeting. Motivation is always based on feelings. So if I'm always going to expect to do things when I want to, probably I'm going to sometimes prioritize other stuff. So if I would plan it and be more disciplined and maybe have like a schedule, or like, okay, every Friday I would take 1 hour to write something, you know, or schedule that like 2 times a week, 2 hours or so, I think I could produce a lot of more. So for me, it's more like it's not about it's not being fun or anything. I just think that I'm not always going to be motivated to finish the blog drafts. I need to be a little bit process oriented, I think. I mean, that's a boring answer, but that's the truth for me, at least.
Yeah. I sometimes feel that at least I have this like vision of my blog posts. They have to be like so long and there's so much info, and then you start writing and then you go into like a big deep black hole and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And maybe it would be easier just thinking that blog posts can be short. They don't have to cover like everything. Everything is always impossible, but you're sitting there like, oh, there's so many different threads everywhere. And
that's when I split them up usually, because when I start looking at a topic, I'm like, you know how it is when you start building a session or something, and you're like, okay, I have a good outline to begin with, and then you're like, but this relates to this, and this relates to this. I need to pick this in. So it usually starts like that, and then I understand. Okay, I want to write about this. I want to write a bit this and this and this and this, and then I kind of like move these logical parts and like, okay, I'm gonna do this the next time, so I'm just gonna write about this. It doesn't have to be deep, and it could be like a bit shorter. I used to be just like you, like that, like it needed to be. And it needed to be advanced as well. It needed to be something that no one has written about, or more depth or something like that. So yeah.
I usually don't spend, to be honest, not that much time writing my blog posts. I'm in the flow. I usually in the flow and I write like in an evening or something like that, or on a train where I have a few hours to spare, and then just get it. I do have a few blog posts which I haven't published yet that I'm still working on, which were kind of hard to write. So we'll see whenever I post that, because I need to go get data, which I usually don't have to do because I write stuff from top of my head usually, or find like demos and experiment with things. But now I need to go and get the actual facts, which kind of took a little bit more time than I anticipated, and I haven't really gotten around to publish that post yet. So we'll see when that one gets done.
I'm rooting for you. So Simon, if I like come up with a random figure, like, okay, you have to publish 6 blog posts or 5 blog posts next year. Is that something that you would say, okay, I'm going to take the challenge, or will that make you like, oh no? Oh.
If you say like, okay, you need to publish 10 blog posts before summer or something like that, before the vacation, and then Ola adds, Simon, you will never be able to do this. You suck. You can't do this. Then I will write 20. I will write 25.
You can't even do 25, Simon.
No,
but all jokes aside, but definitely like when I have goals, and then I'm quite good at kind of counting backwards.
Yeah.
So I like, okay, I need to do this, then I need to plan this, then I can naturally break it down to like, okay, I need to spend 2 hours a week. I'm gonna plan it there. So I mean, yeah.
Okay, so then I am sending a wish. I want 1 blog post per month, and I can give you 2 months of vacation. So 10 blog posts for 2024.
Okay. During next year?
Next year.
Okay.
That's I'm hoping for that, and I'm also hoping for you to be better at posting them on LinkedIn. So I will see them and I can share them.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things
how many will you write then?
I mean, it was very fun writing a blog post this week. So, okay, I'm let's say I will write 5 blog posts.
5 blog posts, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find inspiration and try to think smaller, and then rather small than big. And Ola, you're like a producing machine, so you will just write them.
I have to cut back.
It seems like you, but Ola, I mean, it seems like you you can get through a lot of stuff by being motivated, right? So you get this window of excitement and energy and motivation, and then you use it, right?
Yeah, I usually get inspired like for a few days, and then I can produce a lot of stuff, and then just publish it, spread it out a bit, and then I'm like on a downturn where I'm not inspired or like motivated at all, and then I will just not care about it anymore and just do it.
I need to change strategy, I think, because when I am motivated, I kind of write down, okay, I want to write about this, and then like, okay, I'm leaving it. I'm gonna do it later. So I should probably do the opposite of writing down when I'm not motivated, and when I am motivated, I should take that window and like, I'm writing it.
Yeah, I usually I'm a little bit mix of those two. Like when I'm motivated, okay, I want to write blog posts about these and this topic. Then instead of making a list, I'll maybe create drafts for these 5 ideas, and then just when I've done the drafts, I'll start writing the first one, and not think about the rest one. Just start writing it, and when I'm done with that one, I'll go to the next, and then go to the next, and then go to the next, and don't really. I know you told me a few years back, Simon, that I need to start writing down my blog ideas. I don't do that. I just come up.
I know.
So I like if I come up with a topic, I'm motivated, then I'll just write it. And that's how I've been doing things since I started writing my tech blog. Even back when
it's your ADHD,
things.
so it's
yeah.
I think that's the problem I have, is that when I get an idea for something that I want to write about, I write about it, but I never get any ideas anymore, and that's like the boring part, because I really enjoy writing. I think that's a nice like medium for me. I think it's fun to write, but like it never comes to me. I don't know. Maybe I have to. Yeah, we'll see how.
But maybe I mean just a thought. Maybe you are a bit focused on that it has to be the brand new stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe I think you're good at like discussing topics in depth more. So, maybe something that you're good at, or something, I don't know, whatever, like how to get users to jump on one leg.
I like that idea. I'm gonna I have 5 blog posts. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start trying to think not as new, because exactly, Simon, that's always what I get stuck at. Like it have to be about new functions and features, and that's, I don't know, not fun anymore. Okay, now I feel inspired.
Yeah,
now I feel ready.
Something that you get like this day you wanted to talk about something, or you talked about it at work or at like a client, and they're like, yeah, this is a cool topic. I'm decent at this, so let's
do it.
Let's share it. Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so my newest resolution for work, it's not as like, I don't have like a great what will this bring, because I don't know, but we talked about it in the podcasts in a couple of episodes, that there's like this mentorship program, and yesterday or the day before that, they released their like new searching for mentees and adoptees. I think that's the phrase they're using. And I would like to have a mentor one day, but I have to think more about what kind of person and like what kind of skills I would like to develop before I will probably ask somebody. But now I signed up as being a mentor, and hopefully I can try that and see how that is. You should sign up as well if you haven't done it, or I mean if you want to, of course. I can't force you, but I have never been like I never been a mentor. But I have like an idea of it would be fun to learn somebody about the skills I have. Is that like very self-loving?
Why not?
I mean, it's a great thing. It's It's really it's a great thing to do, and it's really valuable for the mentee as well. I've never been a mentor, but I've had a lot of unofficial mentors throughout my career. Now I have a formal mentor within the leadership program, and when I got a formal mentor, I kind of panicked because, okay, what do I want to get out of this? I have no clue. But obviously, I get a mentor by being part of this. But I'm still struggling and working out in my own head, what do I want to gain from this, and what questions what do we talk about? I have no clue.
Yeah.
But
I think the
great.
hard part is also, I mean, from my perspective at least, is the never ending question, what do I want to be when I grow up? So it's, in a way, I kind of like, okay, if I want to mentor, I need to know where I want to go, but I don't think I ever gonna be able to answer that question adequately. I don't know.
I still don't know.
No, me neither. But I mean, I would love to have like a more like a strong female role model that's worked for, I don't know, 10, 20 years longer than me. But it can't just be like me reaching out to a random lady and like, hello, you look cool. Can you learn about
Queen
something?
Sylvia.
Yeah, maybe that will be my goal. I will reach out to, how can I be queen?
Week 1, the wave.
Maybe that's like, actually, that's the New resolution I should have. Try to think about what kind of person I would like to have as a mentor and what kind of skills I would like to develop. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
And maybe it doesn't have to be, as I said, maybe it doesn't have to be big. Maybe it could be something, okay, this year I want to be better at waving. No, but so then you get a mentor for that purpose or something, and you could get another mentor the year after that, and just kind of like treating it as getting a teacher for or a tutor for something. I don't know.
Where are my sticky notes? I want to write this down. Sorry, I can't find them. That's good. That's still, hopefully I can be a mentor for someone else and maybe learn something that I picked up along my career. But yeah, I'm gonna look inwards into my soul. 2024, it will be a great year of looking deep and see how we can become better.
2024, the year of soul searching.
The year of soul searching. Screw
the year
AI.
of Yammer.
The year of Yammer. That will, I mean, that the year of Yammer, that will be a thing that we joke about, like when we're 65. Seriously, I think so. We were like, the year of Yammer, and nobody will understand.
No one's gonna know what it is, but what's Yammer?
The year of soul searching. I like that. Okay. Yeah,
I think you pivoting a little bit here? Maybe I'm too soon, but are you looking forward to anything particular on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
The presents.
The presents. Yeah, I've been wrapping so much presents this year because we're buying for my family as well. And also, I found that you can put like this luck. What is it called in English?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I have no clue what they are called.
What is it?
It's like you warm it up and you put it on like something, and then you stamp it, and then it's like a little wax.
like a sigil.
Yeah, exactly. Wax.
Or seal or something.
Yeah, hot wax.
Yeah. So I found like this wax that you can put in your like glue stick. So it's like my glue gun. So it's super nice, but it's yeah. So now everywhere I have the
with the family crest and everything.
It's the letter A. which is very fun and very self-loving. I'm like, it's for Amanda and Andre. So that will be fun. And I've been writing really silly, like, now I'm forgetting all the words in English. Now we're talking about Christmas because it's so like traditional.
You got so excited.
I get so excited. No, I'm writing a rhyme. The rhyme? No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, rhymes.
It was that easy. I'm writing stupid rhymes for my presents, and then are like a very, very low level, which is funny. So that's, but no, I'm most looking forward to hanging with my family and eating lots of sill. What about you? Now it's soon. Now today's the 21st. It's only 3 days away.
3 days away in Sweden. Yeah. For me, it's more about, yeah, like you said, Amanda. I mean, hanging out with the family, eating food. Maybe not sill, since I don't eat. So I don't eat meat, but Christmas food in general. I do like the Christmas food. The bad thing is that my girlfriend doesn't like Christmas food at all. So guess who eats all the leftovers for 2 weeks?
Oh,
But
That's
I
the
enjoy.
best
I enjoy.
part.
Yeah. I agree. Christmas dinner leftovers are awesome. You can do a really weird combination. You keep the Christmas spirit go around for a bit more.
Love
yeah,
it.
I think that you have a good point there, because I think like the initial days afterwards, you're kind of like, yeah, this fits with this, but after a while, you kind of like you could even like put it in a blender or something because everything's just mixed.
I have a box of potatoes, some Johnson's pretzels, a bit
Yeah.
of some kind of vegetarian meatballs, and some like other vegetables. Yeah, let's just put them on a plate in the microwave. Have that for lunch. They don't go well together, but it's food.
Yum, yum, yum. Now I'm getting hungry. What about you, Simon?
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone. It's gonna be a bit weird because like the 23rd, we're going and doing this Bingolotto uppesittarkvällen thingy with my parents, and because we usually always celebrate with them, and my ex, the kid's mom, she usually tags along. We're friends nowadays and everything. So but this year we're gonna go on the 24th, on Christmas Eve. We're gonna go with her family to like her sister's place, which is gonna be exotic. I've never not spent time with my family, so yeah, we'll see. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the cartoons, right? We all watch cartoons on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, Kalle Anka. It's so weird that we have this like, I don't know, 100-year-old. Okay, not that long, but like a very, very, very old 1 hour like clip of Donald the Duck that's been shown on the Swedish television since forever. And I also heard that there's been like some sort of Astrid Lindgren Christmas special that's a new like 1 hour episode that will be shown every Christmas. So
I think that's globally known, right? Pippi Longstockings.
Yeah.
People should know what that is.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so. She's
Yeah.
the strongest, richest girl in the world, so they better.
Mentor.
Yeah, I want to be strong and rich. Haha.
and have a horse and a little monkey and live in a old yellow house.
Yes, that's my dream. Yeah, but Christmas will be nice, and I hope that all of you listening also will have a nice Christmas. And I also hope that you will take some time to reflect about your resolutions, your work resolutions for next year. And maybe you will also join the year of soul search, or what did we call it? I love that.
Yeah, year of soul searching.
Year of soul searching. Yeah. But what to say, guys? Should we say happy holidays and call it a day?
Yeah. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Xingeling.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.